And I think one of the reasons so many Aussies are coming down with mental illness is they've forgotten square one, which is exercise.
Dr. Oniil explains that exercise is not just about muscles, it is about making your whole body work better. She talks about how it gets your blood flowing, clears out the bad stuff from your system, and even boosts your mood. The science behind it is fascinating. Exercise increases the production of endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. It also helps reduce the levels of the body's stress hormones, such as adrenaline and cortisol. This explains why even a short walk can make such a significant difference in how you feel. I started scheduling walks into my day, stretching when I woke up, and doing little exercises here and there. It has become my new routine, and I can't imagine going back. I have got more energy to tackle whatever comes my way, and I feel like I am taking charge of my health in a way I never did before. She believes exercise is more important than calorie restriction for weight management and overall health. She talks a lot about reducing our exposure to all these environmental toxins, those sneaky chemicals hiding in plain sight in things we use every day. So I have swapped out all those harsh cleaning chemicals for natural ones. My home now smells like lemons and vinegar instead of some weird chemical cocktail, and I feel better knowing my family is not breathing in that stuff anymore.
So drink bottles should be hard plastic, glass, or the stainless steels. Plastics, also chemicals, and probably one of the worst chemicals. And the reason why it's the worst is because to kill the plant, it actually has an effect on the plant's hormones. It's called glyphosate or Roundup.
Another thing she got me thinking about is plastics. Apparently, they can leach all sorts of not-so-great stuff into our food and drinks. I have switched to using glass containers whenever I can. It is a small change, but it adds up. Plus, my fridge looks way fancier now with all those glass jars. It is not just about what we use, though. It is also about being mindful of what we bring into our homes in the first place. Dr. Oniil made me realize that I have control over what products I buy and bring home. So now I read labels like a pro, looking for natural, safe ingredients. It is surprising how many alternatives are out there once you start looking. If we can't pronounce it or don't know what it is, it's probably best to avoid it. This mindfulness about food quality can have a significant impact on our health, reducing the risk of chronic diseases and improving our overall well-being. Dr. Barбара Ониил emphasizes sunshine as a natural powerhouse for vitamin D. She believes our bodies can make vitamin D when exposed to sunlight, converting a type of cholesterol in our skin. To optimize this vitamin D production, Dr. Oniil offers some unique advice.
So if someone goes into a shower and washes themselves with soap straight after their exposure to sun, they will get no vitamin D.
She recommends avoiding soap immediately before or after sunbathing. According to her, soap can strip away the natural oils on our skin, which might hinder the absorption of vitamin D.
So how long should we be out in the sun? Well, it depends on your skin and depends on the country you're in and depends on the time of day. I've got white skin, so I have to be cautious. So when Michael and I had a holiday in Cairns recently, Cairns is right at the top of Australia, I laid out by the pool every day and I had my watch. 15 minutes front, 15 minutes back, under the umbrella.
Dr. Oniil also emphasized the importance of being sun smart. This advice on sun safety added another layer to my routine. Initially, I had not thought much about the time of day I was exercising outdoors. After learning about the risks associated with excessive sun exposure, I adjusted my schedule to avoid peak sun hours. Dr. Oniil explained that the ultraviolet UV radiation from the sun can cause significant harm to the skin, leading to premature aging, sunburn, and an increased risk of skin cancer. She talks about how our food today might not be as nutritious as it used to be because of how we grow it. She says the soil that our fruits and veggies grow in does not have all the good stuff it used to, so even if we eat lots of them, we might still be missing out on important vitamins and minerals. She says this could be why so many people feel tired or down a lot, or why some folks have long-term health issues. It is like our bodies are missing something they need to work well. That is where Dr. Oniil says supplements can help. She thinks taking good quality supplements can fill in those gaps and help us stay healthy. Learning about this from her made me realize I need to pay more attention to what I eat. I try to make sure I am getting enough green veggies like she suggests, and I am more aware of where my food comes from. It has made a big difference in how I feel day to day. I used to feel sluggish sometimes, but now I have more energy and just feel better overall.
You know, that's one of the reasons. One of the reasons why we're sick is because people do not realize that what they're eating is actually what they're going to live and move tomorrow. And what a pity that McDonald's ever came to your island or your Kentucky Fried.
Dr. Oniel really opened my eyes to the importance of picking quality foods. She's all about ditching the processed junk and going for real, fresh food. You know, the kind that comes straight from the farm or the local market, not out of some factory. She emphasizes the benefits of eating locally grown and seasonal foods, which makes sense, as these options are often fresher and packed with more of the good stuff our bodies need, because they haven't traveled long distances or sat on shelves for extended periods. And organic? Yeah, she is all for it if you can swing it, but she gets that it is not always easy or cheap. She is cool with us picking and choosing when to go organic, focusing on what matters most to us. One thing that really hit me is how she is all about not judging a fruit or veggie by how it looks. Even if it is a bit weird shaped or not perfect, it can still be just as good for you, and usually cheaper too. I started shopping at farmers markets more, where I can get veggies straight from the farm. It is cool because you can chat with the farmers and know exactly where your food comes from. There is something really satisfying about cooking with ingredients that you know came straight from a nearby farm. It makes you appreciate the food a lot more. Dr. Oniel says these kinds of foods have more nutrients too, so you are getting more bang for your buck health-wise. Wrapping up, I just want to say how much Dr. Barbara Oniel has meant to me. Her passion for natural health and her practical tips have made a huge difference in my life. I feel healthier, more energized, and just better all around. If you are dealing with health issues or just want to feel better every day, I can't recommend her enough. Trust me, diving into her teachings will be one of the best things you can do for yourself. Dr. Oniel shows us that we have the power to take charge of our health, listen to our bodies, and make choices that truly support our well-being. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried any natural remedies or made changes to your diet and felt a difference? Or maybe you have some questions about what I shared today? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories and chat with you all. Your journey and insights can inspire and help others, just as Dr. Oniel has done for me. Let's support each other in our quest for better health and well-being.